Hey guys, Tommy Bryson here, and over the past week or 2 weeks also, well, people have been getting laid off, and now people are worried because now they don't know what to do about the bills that they need to pay, and they don't know how they're actually going to pay for those bills. Now, for the average person that is responsible, it's probably like a nightmare because usually they're used to paying their bills on time, and now they are not going to be able to, not because they don't want to, but because they cannot at the moment. So, I decided to make this video right here to give you guys a list of bills so you can stop paying right now because you cannot pay it right now because of everything that's going on right now. But the point is, by not paying these bills, your credit score will stay the same. It won't hurt you whatsoever. And on top of that, they will understand exactly what's going on because for the first time in a long time, the entire world is kind of sort of on the same page. Now, I will be making videos later on with updates on the stimulus package and everything that's going on right now. So if you guys want to keep updated with that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified because again, I also do post videos every single day. Now, the very first thing is this, guys. I think that the average person does want to pay their bills, but it's hard to pick between paying a bill and buying food and being sure that your family and yourself also are being taken care of, okay? So I completely understand where most people are coming from, and that's basically why I'm making this video. It's not to promote people saying like, oh, don't pay your bill because you don't have to right now. The answer is, well, I understand that responsible people out there is not because they don't want to pay their bill, but it's actually because they cannot pay their bills, okay? So the first thing that you have to do is this, guys. What you want to do is look through your bank statement, credit card statements, even like for example your receipts or whoever you're paying money to, and find out and make a list of all the bills you have to pay. Now, the list should be something like this. For example, the company name, how much money you owe, and on top of that, what is their customer service number or the company phone number, and that way you can call them later on. But the last thing that you want to do, guys, is stop making your payments without letting them know exactly what is going on with you, because a lot of people are still paying their bills because they have some reserves, but the average person out there probably is going to have to stop paying your bills. Okay, now the main thing is you want to contact them. Don't just stop paying because that will hurt your credit score and that will damage your reputation. So you want to make sure you contact people that you owe first before just suddenly out of nowhere just stop paying your bills, even though it might be assumed like, hey, this is going on, it's pretty obvious why I'm not paying you. The answer is, common sense is not common. So you want to make sure you confirm with everyone that you do owe exactly what's going on. Now, here are a list of bills that you don't need to pay whatsoever at the moment. The very first one is your credit card. Now, I made a video this week where I called in Discover and I told them what's going on, and they basically told me, Tommy, everything is going to be okay. Do not worry. We're going to post your bill, but it's going to be a zero balance. So there's no need for you to make any payments if you don't have anything. So credit card companies, if your credit card is not doing this, you want to contact them and tell them exactly what's going on. And if you want to watch that full video with exactly what I told them, then you want to watch that video, link down below. Now, the main thing is this, guys. For every company, you're pretty much telling them the exact same script, the exact same thing. Hey, my name is Tommy Bryson. I've been a customer for X amount of time, and I know I owe you guys this much money, and I've never ever missed a payment, and the one time that I did, if I ever have, was because of the situation right now. So what I want to do and what I want to know is, what are you guys offering at the moment to help people that are being financially affected because of this entire issue that is going on right now? Now, what the company will most likely tell you is, well, what we can do is offer you a reduced payments. But what you want to do is you want to go for a complete freeze or a complete skip of payments for a while until everything settles down. Because for example, if they reduce your payments from $100 to $50, but next week you have $0, then you're kind of screwed over. So what you always want to go is for like, hey, I don't think I'll be able to make a payment whatsoever. So is there any way we can do a pause and then recover this later on when everything keeps going normally in the future? So you want to go for that zero. And if you do need extra help, then you can just call in and ask for an extension, but you do not want to reduce the payment because you may have to pay that. And if things keep changing, you may not have that money. Okay, now a list are, for example, your credit card, your car loan, your bank, your mortgage, your rent, your landlord, your electricity bill, utilities bills, all the bills that you do have, they're kind of like necessities. You can call them and tell them. And for the first time ever, again, guys, everyone is still on the same page. But number two is that you have to understand that this is not going to be, for example, a free month of rent or 2 free months of rent, or for example, a free year of no bills whatsoever because of what's going on. Business is still business, and you will still have to pay this money back, but in the future. But the good thing is that you will have to, and will have the power to negotiate a repayment plan step by step without really hurting yourself that much. There is no way that landlords are going to actually say like, hey, well, you missed last month's payment, just pay me 2 months at the same time. The answer is going to be like, no, I want to make a payment plan. I'll pay you $100 extra on top of my rent until it's done, and then boom, you're good to go. So you will have a chance to renegotiate those terms, but the point is it will not be a free month. It'll probably be like an extension, and that way you still owe the money. You'll pay later, but again, it is not free. And on top of that, guys, number 3 is that people are going to realize, especially you and I, whenever you look at your bank statements and looking through all your bills that you are paying, you're going to realize that, well, maybe this is kind of like a hidden message, kind of saying like, hey, maybe I don't need all these bills. Maybe I should permanently remove some of these bills and never pay them again, because again, I don't really need them to actually live. So for example, you might be saying, Tommy, well, I need to pay rent, I need my electricity bill, but in reality, you don't really need that Mercedes to get you from place A to place B, because again, it's way too expensive and you probably can't afford those payments, okay? So you might want to get rid of that car that you can't afford. And on top of that, you might want to get rid of those 10 subscriptions you have from Netflix, Spotify, Tidal, all these subscriptions right there that you don't need that are costing you over $100 every single month. So right now might be the perfect time to get rid of them all that you don't need. If it's not rent and you don't need it to live, you might want to get rid of it. For example, I suggest you keep, for example, your internet bill. That is fine. And by the way, yes, you can call your internet company and also T-Mobile and Sprint. Call all these companies and let them know exactly what's going on. But what you don't want to do, again, is stop paying without letting them know exactly what is going on, okay? People are very comprehensive. Now they are, but people cannot be comprehensive when they don't know exactly what's going on with your situation. So call them and expect to wait 30 minutes and 90 minutes on the phone, but it is fine because it's worth it, because this way you protect yourself from any problems whatsoever. And before you do that, make sure you watch that video, because again, you might want to check the website and everything is linked down below, and that way you know exactly what to tell them step by step, a whole script that I use to get my payments removed from Discover. Now, number 4 is this, guys. Right now might be the perfect time for you to try to build up your emergency fund, because again, all your bills are frozen. If you are getting, for example, unemployment payments, or for example, if the stimulus plan does pass, and by the way, subscribe to the channel, because again, I will post videos about that if it does pass. But the point is, right now might be the perfect time to build up your emergency fund with at least 6 months of all of your expenses. And that way, if anything like this or near this happens again, hopefully it doesn't, but this way you are prepared and don't have to worry about the kindness of others to help you with your problems. Because although right now everyone is on the same page, okay, we understand this is going on, you can't pay your bills, I understand that 100%, but that's only really because everyone is on the same page. However, say for example, you lost your job and the whole world is fine. Well, you can't just come to a credit card and be like, hey, I can't pay. I'm sorry, I lost my job. Hey, I can't pay the rent. I lost my job. You're gonna get kicked out, okay? Your credit will be ruined. So you wanna make sure you always have money on the side covering you just in case anything like this happens again, maybe to you personally, okay? So make sure overall here, guys, the entire idea is this: call all the people you owe money to, negotiate with them, and try to get a pause on those payments, but understand you have to pay it back later on. And on top of that, cut out all the bills that you don't need, and that way, once it's all over, you can be in a better place and not keep paying those bills that you don't need to pay whatsoever. Only keep what you need and get rid of what you don't need. And lastly, make sure you make an emergency fund, and that way you are good to go in case anything like this ever happens again. And with the free money that you will probably get, if this does happen, you might want to invest, and I have a full video on how to do that, link down below also. I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Thanks for watching, and as always, comment down below and let me know, what do you think? What company are you gonna call? And if anyone says no, well, remember, everyone is on the same page, so it's very hard to say no to you. And if they keep pushing and pushing you, you'd be like, hey, maybe we just have to go to court or contact someone else, because apparently everyone is saying something, but you're not really trying to be understanding about this issue. And it's not because you don't want to, but it is because of what's going on right now in the world. So again, contact them, try to talk to them, but again, be nice. You're talking to people, and this way you're good to go. And guys, as always, make sure you guys like this video, and that way I know you enjoyed it and I make more videos like this. And on top of that, if you guys want to watch a full video on the stimulus plan and how it works, watch this video right here, and also leave my face right here to also start the channel now. And see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.